Good turnaround Tuesday, traders, warriors. A little after 11 a.m. EST, time for Mike and me to bat the ball around in the markets. Some interesting action. I really think the key day this week is Thursday. That's a big red number, the PCE.
Okay.
It's going to have a lot to do with where yields and the dollar goes, and probably the market as well. So, um, people probably be jockeying positions, book squaring, maybe into Thursday. So, just a quick glance. I've been talking about this 103.80 level in the Dixie,
Pardon.
and we've traded beneath it a couple times. Closes under 103.80. I think there could be negative, but the caveat is I'm not going to count it unless it happens after the PCE. After the PCE, there's two things to do. Okay. Um, if we really rally and fail at 4.5, that's a possibility. But you guys know that 61.8 has generated a pullback. Maybe we go 78.6, and that's all the way up here. And maybe that's what causes the final
Man, that's all it
capitulation
could do.
in
You know what?
gold.
It could do it, coach. It's got the
Yeah.
stocks have that type of range in it. Or
Okay. So, we'll see. So either, the dollar's a sell up here, 105.80, or the dollar's a sell on a failure on a close after Thursday's number under 103.80. That's going to open the door to much lower levels. I think a challenge at par.
coach, you would say
So
that would be predicated upon that close, correct though?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
not intraday, because you see if you did it intraday, you're just getting ping ponged around.
Right,
So,
all
but
right. All right, good.
103.80
Right.
was a breakout if you look left. Very important area. So that's the way I'm treating the dollar. Gold, still holding, but still feels like to me that there could be
Uh,
one more break in gold.
all right.
Silver doesn't act like it's bottomed. We could end up here at 21.20. Could happen in a hurry. Gold could break to 1950, and silver could go to 21.20. The good news is that most of the damage in the miners, I think, is done. I'm not saying that they're not going to go down, but here's my long-term chart of GDX, which is kind of like the Cadillac of miners. They're the blue chip miners. Here's the weekly chart, and I've been talking about 25 for a long time. You know, uh, you guys know that towards the end of the year, I said avoid the miners. I said their cycle lows are not due until 2024. And here we are in 2024 heading lower. So I guess the only thing I could have done better was to short the miners. But I had a bullish long-term view, and now we're approaching this apex at 78.6, shade under 25, and I have a couple of speed lines and a huge triangle line down here.
That's GDX, coach.
That's GDX under 25, like
All right.
24 and a half to 25. I like the action in this, Mike. If this makes a new low, um, you know, I'm all over it. If it happens with silver breaking another buck, if it happens, these were earnings. I came into TGH and we talked about it for a little while you were on the air Friday,
Sure. No, I know
and
that's
and
that's your
and
baby.
this was a reversal day, and we've had a couple of nasty days in silver in the physical, right?
Yes.
But this has not given much back. All it's done is hold. So, I mean, to me, that's the first sign. Can we wash out under 420 one more time? Maybe, but I'd like to see where it's at if silver does trade 2120. It's a buy candidate to me because it's giving me early signs that it's being accumulated.
Well, hold on. By the way, your AG that was set up for a reversal is still higher than where it was, even though
Yeah,
the so
silver was 45 cents lower yesterday, and it didn't give up this candle yet. It tested it, but it didn't. So that's why I'm saying, uh, 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 you know, in the mining sector, this has one of the more positive looking charts. I talked about 30 in Newmont a long time ago. Here we are. Um, it's one of the weak sisters here, because because they cut the dividend. Um, I bought and sold this. I got out of it. You know why? Because they have earnings on the 11th. And since I don't think silver has bottomed yet, I just blew it out today, BE. So I'm
I
flat
had
miners again, and we should cover yields. So the big number on Thursday is the PCE deflator. So I don't think this rally in yields is over just quite yet. Uh, we've retraced not quite 50%, which would be 91.39, with 61.8 being 89. So this tells me that, maybe we're going to have a hot number Thursday because I don't think that this is completed. And same kind of goes for what's happening here on the 10-year yield. We came off pretty good from this 435 level, but I think this is drive one, this is drive two, and we make a new high over 435 for a three when the bonds are bottoming out, and then that should be it for the 10 years. And
okay.
then I'm looking for a drop, you know, uh, this kind of drop, the drop that we had,
Kidding.
yeah, the drop we had last time, this kind of drop. Okay, that was from 5 to 380. That was 120. So say we trade, 440. That would take it down to 320 and look left. 320, 330 is pretty important. Prior high, 3.5. Anyway, I think that will get one more leg down in rates. Should contribute to the blow off in stocks after this correction. So just two stocks I want to show. There, Mr. Market is such a nice guy. He's letting you in at Apple at 180 for the 1 millionth time.
Right.
Look, hey, I know you missed this. I'm going to give you another chance here. Oh, and look at this rally. This is with a blow off in the S&Ps. I call it pitiful. And here we are at 180, and it's holding again. It's saying, oh, okay, you missed it. I don't know, one, two, three, four.
Whose voice are you
Well,
imitating?
huh?
Whose voice are you imitating?
I don't know, a nerd.
No, no, somebody that has an ego and gets ahead of themselves. That's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I think I'll go buy it right here
Right,
again
right.
because Mr. Market's being so accommodating to me. I'll buy it at 180. And the other thing I talked about that I think you have to keep an eye on, and these are the two biggest market caps in the market, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Microsoft and Apple. All right, so this could be a right shoulder of a Head and Shoulders top if we get a continuation move in the S&Ps. And then this is out of a textbook. I'm not saying it's a crash, but it's a top for a correction.
I said there were puts going off all day yesterday on the Dow. We'll get the TGH in a
Okay,
second.
okay, great. Because I mean, if you want a lesson in
Natural gas?
RSI
Oh,
RSI divergence, there it is. Look at this. Couldn't even get to 70 compared to things like the
no, no,
S&P.
that's the
Compared
second
to,
one. Right. I
yeah.
understand.
Well, anyway, like look at Nasdaq got above it. I S&Ps are diverging too, but anyway, the Dow has the weakest RSI structure. So I don't know, what it's going to break to, or maybe this is just another fake out, but
Well, the
it
PCE
almost
plan
has the
was pretty
look of a
good.
it has the look of a wedge to me. All right, let me do a little TA on the fly. So let me just say that I think this is the bottom of the wedge. So wedges can retrace 100% of their moves. So that would give me a target of around this low. What's this? 37,000, 37.3 from where we are. That's 1,600 points.
Okay.
All right. So you know what, Mike? This was the title of the this show that we're doing today. Has the Widowmaker, is it becoming the matchmaker?
God forbid I'm with the trend in this thing. I'm every day I'm buying it in a hold and selling a
Uh,
gap up. If
all
only we
right.
trend up.
All right. Well, anyway, I want to go to you, and we all know I was early on the call. around $2 on natural gas is when I started looking at it. It went to what, 150, almost 150. So here we are. I'm not crazy about this RSI reading, but we're at historic lows. I did an interview
Stocks lead,
earlier.
pardon me?
Huh?
If stocks lead the commodity, we're in good shape.
Okay, so that's where I wanted to go with you, and I'm going to give you
Exactly.
the chart.
Thank you.
Let's talk about what's happening in the natural gas sector,
Sure.
and that
Absolutely.
really is bullish and giving you. Isn't that what's giving you reasons to keep trying to buy breaks and buy some of these natural gas ETFs is because of what you're seeing in the stocks?
No, it's because I want to make money in something called the Widowmaker.
Okay,
That's why. No,
I know,
you know
I
what I mean.
I know you mean.
Uh, I digress. Let's look at the stocks, and then we'll go the other way. All right, SM, one of the biggest TradeView holdings. There's no surprise in that. Natural gas related. RRC, to no surprise, that had earnings acting very well. Natural gas related. Let's look at what else is there. CRC,
That looks good.
Continental California Resources. Right now, I'm in Chesapeake Energy. I turned around today and looked at so far Chesapeake Energy's traded 374,000 shares of 30,000 of it. I think they're acting well, Coach. You know what I mean? You could
Okay,
even if they're somewhat bifurcated as well. There's Chevron today breaking down,
yeah,
and I know that it's not natural gas. I digress.
right.
And here's Exxon. So the natural gas stocks to me are acting well. RRC, hold on, RRC, CRK, Comstock Resources, bouncy a little. Jerry Jones owns that, I believe. CVE, another energy play. The bottom line is that it's not even a comparison of how they're doing to the others. So natural gas
Okay.
stocks are holding very well. You know what I mean?
And you told me something about natural gas. You say that they work better during risk off.
Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
and I mean, do you know why, or it's just one of those anomalies?
It's an anomaly. I
Okay.
wish I don't really want to mess up my charts right now. I know I should do it for the team, but if you can put something, put nat gas over the SPY
Oh
chart,
yeah, yeah,
it would be inverse, and it does work. That it's even happening today to a degree.
yeah.
So,
A lot of
there's
people don't know that it's kind of a risk off play.
well, it is because when it's risk on, everybody's long and making money in all other stocks, but it's risk off. People are afraid of getting squeezed in a stock that's at RSI is perennial being at 10 to 12. You know what I mean?
Or maybe they need a little heat from nat gas because they're getting cold feet.
That could be it. If you
Huh?
want
You
to.
like that one? It's a dad's joke.
It's not bad. But you know what? It doesn't
I
matter.
just made it.
It's a
I
dad
just made
joke.
it up on the fly. You can tell me it's not. Jerry Seinfeld couldn't have written that one.
Jerry Seinfeld is getting heckled left and right in the post, by the way, the poor guy for being Jewish.
No
Here's my
kidding.
no, it really is. Poor guy. Carvana, there it is. All
I'll
right, now
never read that.
72, still shorted.
Yeah.
GOTU, one of my biggest China positions. If you remember, I punted like at 580. It's ripping now. Remember I told you
Wow.
this, coach?
Yeah.
This go to now all the
Yeah.
China stocks are acting well. I punted this thing. Now I'm going to buy. No, actually, I don't even care. Stocks like a root, insurance companies going from 12 to 25, doubling. Lemonade, I had this overnight. I punted it. Lemonade, right here, going from 17 to 21. I punted it. I made a little bit of a winner, but I punted it today. At least I was in the winner. Sold it at 20, went to 2040, went to
So
21.
these real spec stocks are where the action is
Hold on,
lately, isn't it?
coach. Hold on a second. First of all, I want to go back to what we pointed out, which was yesterday. First of all, let's go back to TGH, and I want to point out a couple of things. Uh, as the all right, let's go back to a couple of things I brought up.
Oh,
Point
you would put my picture up.
is your picture up?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want
Scroll
that.
down.
We don't want your picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Now hold on. All right. Sound, options, root, pay attention. That was a day ago. All were mentioned. Hold on. Hood calls buyer for days. Days. I've been saying this, and that was a day ago. Here's the chart on Hood. Hold on, I'll even go further. Pages and pages of Hood calls still 21 hours ago. And I said pages. It's not like I'm saying everyone, I'm saying pages. I'm saying this.
Well,
I'm saying pages.
and look at
Like Jerry Seinfeld. Hold on.
look at his posts on Dow, XLI getting puts.
Right.
Don't kill the messenger.
But and what the
Anytime
Dow
you
do
put
today?
it, if you put up anything bearish, people get
No,
upset
but
with you.
but
Isn't that
the Dow's
crazy?
down today, and I'm telling you, that was a way to hedge. You could be
Yeah,
mixed. Down
it was
taking some
nice.
puts.
I didn't know that.
Well, I
I have
told you.
to spend more time in the room.
Yeah, you do. Hood.
What do you think about me, instead of tweeting, just starting to post everything here, and then people have to come here to see it,
Coach, whatever
make
makes
that
you. You have a
announcement.
big Twitter. You have a big Twitter following. Whatever.
Yeah,
Start
anyway, I'm
slow.
just, yeah.
I mean, it's not like you have to do. Nobody's holding you to do one or the other.
I'm that way.
You're a Gemini. I understand. You go. I
Yeah,
know. Me too.
yeah. I
But
don't, there's no middle ground. All right.
but
Anyway, what's
that's,
this? Oh, Hood. All right. So the option
this
sweeps
was
were
yesterday
good for
around four.
$3.
But this was yesterday around 1482. Hood.
Did you buy lottos in it?
No, I
Which to
didn't.
Mike is a lotto is 1 to 2 weeks in the money options. I
Coach,
learned that
really, I'm
last
glad that
week.
was important.
Yeah.
CLSK all day long. Hold on. Give us a second. All right.
I'm getting
Oh, I
letters
want to
and
say one more else. One more thing else.
all
Boyle
right.
flying. Let me go to this one. And you know what? It doesn't mean that we're playing everything. Let me bring up something on Macy's. Macy's reversal. Okay, so Macy's, I know it isn't
All right.
SMCI.
You have our Skype up there
I'm sorry. And it wasn't, and it's not
and
SMCI. I
Twitter.
got so many screens. I got a new screen. It's like 28 incher. It's
Yeah.
right in front of me. I'm like this. It's like I'm shopping at midnight at Walmart. It's right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, here it is. An Ion M. This was what, hours ago? It's not sexy, but it's more emblematic of the sector. So Macy's. All right. I might, I'm a little old school, so I'm not trading every tech stock out there. All right, Macy's. All right, here's the range today.
Yeah.
It was, by the way, it was 18 pre-market. This is the open. So
Nice.
Macy's from, let's say 18, it was 18 to 21. Coach, Macy's, some of these biotechs are making these moves. Okay.
Biotechs have been going bananas.
And well, the XBI, we're in a couple of them. There's the XBI.
Wow.
Everybody's trying to buy the bottom here, saying I thought it was I'm not in it. I mean, I'm in a little bit for the fun, not as much as I should be, I'll admit it, but there it is. They're taking anything up.
That's like a breakaway gap after a huge move.
But all these other
Super
drugs.
bullish. Looks better than NVIDIA.
Hold on. This is the one.
Hey, did you see NVIDIA's crashing today? It's only up 5.
VKTX. Yeah, so waitlist drug. You know what? I made a good trade today in MU. I shorted MU today. MU,
Nice.
by the way, is the new SMCI.
You know what? That daily doesn't look so good either. Third drive, diverging, gap underneath. It fills that gap. Look out.
Well, anyway, I
That
showed
could
it.
be a high.
MU had news with the GPU, NVIDIA news, so
And you
enough is
shorted
enough.
that?
Yeah, I showed it right here. Showed a lot of it.
Nice. Are you out already?
92.15, and I covered it at 91. I'll show you.
Okay. Nice scalp.
Yeah, it was. I had a plan too. What else is going on? Just, VRT, another one that's going every day. That's the other AI stock. VST, starting with the V. The oil stock, best of breed, that's going up every day, still going. VST. I mean, there's stocks that, like I said yesterday, in every sector, the best of breeds are holding. ANF. Am we getting tired of saying it? It doesn't look like a much, but it's like $1.50. When we started talking about this thing here, Coach. Yeah. Carvana. This could be either emblematic of fundamentals, market sentiment, or just insanity. I'm not sure. But it had earnings. It had earnings at 52. Gave you every chance to pull. Now it's at 78. RSI is native. Now it's heavily shorted, as you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't matter what's doing. It doesn't matter if it's shorted, if it's fundamentals, it's in play.
Yeah.
Another one, Root. I brought up Root. Another one. This was dead. By the way, The reason why I want people to realize the chart, you see when it goes from like 5 to 14,
That
some
was the
stocks,
heartbeat.
well,
That was
some
the
stocks
wake-up
have it
call.
in it and some stocks don't. This is why it's doing it, because everybody knows that if you're caught on the other side, it's going to do this.
Yeah.
And the same with lemonade. They're both in the
What does
insurance sector.
lemonade do, out of curiosity?
They're like an insurance car sector, insurance, car insurance, wild insurance.
All right. Yeah, all the insurance companies are doing well because they're raising rates.
Well, I don't know, but AIG has been the number one stock, the big behemoth that's been. Remember, CCJ has been last year was taking the most amount of calls, Coach.
Yeah.
AIG this year is taking the on top three most amount of calls. Fact, out of
Interesting.
anything.
Yeah.
Noted, it is, and I'm in it. This could, I don't know, this could pull a, Mastercard. I don't know, Visa. I know it's a different sector. Let's look at JP Morgan. All right. Okay. So maybe there's a little bit of rotation in JP Morgan, but to me, I know it could be a bit from what's going on lately. This is a bull flag. This stock could be 190 tomorrow on some type of news. What's going on? Every time they're flagging like that, they just break the coach. They do.
So if yields pop up one more time into on the PCE into next week, I'd buy a break here because they will sell off if yields go up.
AI taking calls, a ton of calls throughout the earnings this week. I believe it's AI playing catch up. But you know
Yeah, I
what?
mean, I hear guys saying that this AI thing, we're only in the first to third inning. That this is, everyone talking about crazy valuations. They're saying we've just started. There's a couple years before it becomes a mania. Smart guys.
No, I listen. I Zoom came out with earnings. No, I
Yeah.
understand that. You know what? Everybody was laughing at Ron Barron. You must be familiar with the name. I mean, he paying up for Tesla, whatever it was, at 150. But you know what I mean? It's not where the stock has been. It's where it's going.
Well, this is make it or break it for Tesla right here. We start closing over 208, it's going to look good.
Here are my positions. I'll tell you. There is right there. This one floater is hurting the SPGC. I'm short a little. There's the money. There's my daily P&L. Didn't do much. MGM. How come? Why am I short MGM? You ask. Well, Mike, it's because it's below the 50-day. Had nice volume on the close. I'm
Yeah.
short MGM. Why not? What's it going to do? Right?
Go to 38.
No, I'm not afraid of it going to 45.
I think it's
Chesapeake, I
going to
said, is I'm
38.
long. TDOC, what else am I long? GOLD, 34,000. I'm okay with this. Not hurting me. Roots breaking high. There you go, Root. There's a break high.
Let me see that GOLD again one more time. You move too fast for me.
Sorry.
That's all right. Okay. All right. Thanks, man. One more low coming.
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's the short on MU.
Y-
I took a little money off.
Yeah.
Lemonade, I had it overnight, punted. GCT, had it overnight. Why shouldn't I? I'm still going to build a position in this. It's just, I don't have as much because it jumps. GCT is a China stock. I'm selling it at the high near 35.50. I turned down a half an hour later, it's 34. So it's a tricky bastard. I'm moving in it, but that's my position.
Okay.
Sweet green, I'm in this. I like it. I think it's going higher. It should be in the fund and not a day trade. But I saw the Kava. It's basically it's a fast food restaurant or food made quickly. Kava had news. Let's look at CMG. They're rolling nice. The other ones, any other ones that are looking at this. So I like the sweet green. I think it's going higher. It has that move in it. It's above the moving averages. It's not that sexy. What else did I trade today? VFC. I bought it because of Macy's. VFC is the second retailer with Macy's. So there's what Macy's did. Like I said, it pointed on the open. VFC, if you're alert, did the same thing. I mean, you can't catch them all, but it did open. It could have the dip at 1564. I was buying it a little bit late. And you know what? These little China stocks are going now. I see.
How many completed round turns today?
With what?
Your trades,
Not many. Here's my trades.
your scalps. How many?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, how many? I mean, you're some of these little scalps, these day trades. How many day trades today then?
I don't know, 4.
Okay, just curious. How many new positions?
Wayfarer how many?
Yeah.
1,
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Nutella. I sold this yesterday at a big loss. Not a loss, break even. Here's Nutella. Now it's breaking out. It's a gene editing stock, goes with CRISPR. Now Nutella, that's what I get for buying the worst of breed. I sold it at the close yesterday because it didn't break out.
And now it is.
Now today opens up. Now it's breaking out. But you know what? This is what Labus do. XBI, Labu, stocks like Iova still going. These are all these Vertex got taken over and had good news.
Wow.
Uh, it's pandemonium. Root, lemon. It's what's going on, Coach.
Yeah. Uh, Great rotation into biotechs. It's really not rotation. It's been going on for a while. All right, buddy. Well, who else shows their P&L live on YouTube?
I
Not
show it
many.
every day. I'm up
I
every
know.
day. Having a good,
Yeah, not many.
Look at this.
Not many.
This is my daily
So,
P&L. Whatever.
how do you want to wrap it today?
Uh, it might be about the close today. Net teas. I'm going to go into. I'm going to look at LI, the China stock.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into more of these FUTU. This is the one I'm going to buy. Start buying. I'm buying this more. I'm buying this. I'm buying some China stocks. I'm buying
Okay.
DZ. Hold on. You share. I'm going to buy some. Take a chance with some low floaters that I know of. Beat. What's wrong with you? Your screen share is being paused. Resume share. New share.
Anyway, I see FUTU, and it makes me think the way these China stocks are going. And Xi came to San Francisco a couple months ago. I think they came to an agreement to generate a weaker dollar because China doesn't want. They spent a fortune trying to support the yuan, defend the yuan, and I think they needed some help with what was going on there. A weaker dollar is going to play into China just continuing. So what happens to the dollar after Thursday is important because we have come off right from 105. We came off, 10%. Uh, Not 10%, 1.5, 2%.
I'm adding more calls in the fund. Fact. This stock is the only retailer that I saw taking calls. And here's Jwin, Nordstrom, dog. His Dillard's reported. That actually gave a little bit back. Dillard's department stores. Macy's obviously we brought up, but Kohl's was hanging on the whole time above the moving average. I think this is coiled. I'm in it and I'm adding more to it today. I like the way it's acting. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing to me. APP was another stock that they're accumulating more of.
Okay.
JANX all over the news today. Now it's breaking higher in the afternoon. You wait for it. Does the volume JANX, another bio that's going nuts. It's a bio, coach. It's 10.
Okay.
Now it's 48. Same thing with this thing. 38, 80. Beam, another one. Biotech. 36 at 50.
They're making breakthroughs, buddy.
This is my small one I'm adding to. This is what. Matter of fact, I'm gonna freaking buy it now. Man of my word. I'll buy 3,400, 375. That's it. VN. Hold on. Let me show you where I show this. Share. I bought it. I'm buying it right there. I did buy it. VINC. Here it is. I don't care where I buy it. Had good news. Okay. Needs a little rest. Has to move in it. By the way, it didn't move up on speculation. It moved up on good news. It has in it. There's the weekly. I'm building a little bit. I had it on the way up. I know it. My ideal price would be around 315, but I'm adding to this. It is a bio. It's one of my beliefs, if you will. Lemonade breaking high. It could have been somebody. All these things, coach. They're still going. They're squeezing it. You know what? Let me leave it at this. And this is what I look at. Like if I were to sign off and I say, let me catch up on what's going on, because I was talking to coach. I go this. Percent gainers, 15 minutes. I bet you half the stuff is there with it. JANX, we mentioned. Alt, I mentioned. Mara and CLSK, they're going nuts. Bitcoin. Go to, I mentioned. Carvana, I mentioned. So stocks that are moving in the last 15 minutes, not a pat on the back, Mike V, but I'm also able to disseminate on what's moving. So this is what I would do again. Now the stock, I'm pointing out a lot of these stocks that are still going upwards, but maybe this is what I look for, something maybe underneath. Let's look for percentage losers, not maybe in the last 15 minutes because there might be some shuffling, but in 60 minutes as the insanity goes up, if you will, what's going down now? And I want it down with volume. All right, STX, not interested. What's averaging in the day? So XBI, oh, it's gaining. I'm sorry, I want to look at percent losers in the last 60 minutes. I apologize. All right, so they're taking some profits in some stocks that have been going up. Nothing really sexy to me. You reported earnings. Now we'll go to the most active list. I mean, sound. I mean, the pages and pages of calls I mentioned on TGH. CLSK, the same thing. Planeteer to no surprise. BBAI. See this thing? Up 23%? Pardon me for a second. BBI. Calls worth it 20 hours ago. Hold on. And bear with me because I'm telling you, I don't want, I just want everybody to understand and believe the process. I don't have time to convince everybody of beliefs. Hold on a second. BBI, calls worth it. And that was what, 21 hours ago? Where's
Jamie
BBI?
Dimon sold some JP Morgan, huh?
Yeah, his BBI. Whatever it was. Now it's up what? His 24% gave you a nice winner, BBI. And by the way, I didn't have to pull anybody's legs. Pull anybody's arm. You know, it qualified. There it is. Stock that has good volume, breaking out to 5-6 month highs. You know what I mean? It's up to you to how you hold it. I'm here to point them out. You can't catch them all. I didn't catch them all. I only do this because next time maybe I'll catch one more. And that one more on 40, 50,000 shares will add up, and like they do. So that's what I do.
Thanks for helping the people come in to check out your work, Mike.
Oh, this is what it is.
Okay.
You know, that's what we do. Now SMCI, it was just this. I just want people to be aware and focused. People think the market's up, everything, and why are you upset that SMCI and ARM and Nvidia down? Because these stocks were going up every day when the other ones were going down. All right, so Riot gave a little bit big deal. Let's keep an eye on Newmont, like you said about the about what's going on with your plays, if you will. GE. Look at this. Look at GE daily, and I'll leave it at this because I know I say that. There's GE daily. That's all I gotta say. Right, Coach? Is that enough said?
Yeah. Getting
Doesn't matter if it
parabolic.
makes sense at all. It doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. Carvana breaking high. They must be listening to Mike V here, and they should be. Carvana, we came on at 11.15. There's $1 in here, $2 higher. By the way, I wouldn't even think about shorting Carvana. There's the weekly, there's the daily, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I don't do these things anymore.
Nice work.
Well, thank you for
Don't just count your trades, count your blessings, everyone. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. Mike and I will do individual reports. And just another reminder, Jack Schwager at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday.
That's
And
incredible.
let's see. And I'll be doing a daily briefing on Real Vision today at 4 p.m. So we're spreading the word about TradeGATEHub. Join us. See you in the room.
Thanks, Coach. Cheers. And
Adios,
thanks,
bro.
Coach. Thanks for, I'm humbled by letting me have the platform today. Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Nice shirt, by the way. See you later.
Jacket.